Continuing to field more questions here for USMLE. Student asks from the group chat, Mike, I'm starting my USMLE prep. Is it a good idea to use another Qbank like USMLE RX for a few weeks and then transition into UWorld? Is this a good idea? Look, I have made plenty of clips on this stuff, okay? The notion of using a second Qbank, e.g. USMLE RX. I've talked about how USMLE RX is the second best Qbank after UWorld in my view. I view it as superior to Amboss. I've made at least 2 clips talking about why it's superior to Amboss. But the question that I'm addressing here is it smart overall to invest time into another Qbank in preparation, let's say, for UWorld? And the answer is, if you are further than, let's say, 6 months out from your exam, I would say yes, there is utility in doing a second Qbank. It depends on how much time you have as well. It's never cookie cutter for every student. Some of you guys can study 8 to 12 hours a day, just right up until your exam, the whole fucking year. Some of you are in class or on rotations, or you've got a job you're dealing with, or kids. Okay, so everyone's situation is different. But if you are within generally 6 months of your exam, UWorld is sufficient. The Qbank is lengthy. You will also have to focus on NBMEs 20 through 30 for step 1, and then for step 2, 6 through 11, and the Clinical Mastery Series forms, the NBME subject-specific forms. You have all of that NBME material you need to memorize prior to your USMLE. That's a lot of fucking material, okay? The NBME exam content. And I've made plenty of clips on that as well, the importance of going through that stuff. So you're going to have all the NBME content. You're going to have UWorld, which is already fairly lengthy. So the notion of using a second Qbank like USMLE RX, the utility of that, yes, there's benefit to that, okay? But it's for students who are much further out from their exam, at least a half year, bare minimum half year out from your exam. If you're within 6 months, I don't recommend using a Qbank apart from UWorld. Let's say you've already finished a good chunk of UWorld. Let's say you've used it in classes prior, or you're on a second pass. Yes, we could potentially have you use RX within the 6-month mark. But for most students, it's not the case. I could make this a very lengthy clip, but you know the deal. I'm going to continue making more content. If you like my stuff, subscribe to my channel, and I appreciate your time. That's it.